Hi, I'm Margie Patchett, Executive Director of Volusia Tax Reform. We've invited all the candidates running for Volusia County Council to visit with us and answer questions pertaining to the issues facing today's voters. These are their answers. In 2003, the Volusia County total budget was $370 million. Last year, it was $698 million, an increase of $41 million each year. How are we better off considering this increase in spending by Volusia County? And do you think the quality of life in Volusia has increased here in the same proportion?
The answer is we're not better off. And the reason, part of the reason at least, that the budget has ballooned is that the county has taken on so many non-core functions. I'll give you some examples. They took over the Ocean Center. They run and operate it. No other community does that. The Ocean Center loses about $1.3 million per year. They won't even consider privatizing it. That's something I'm going to change. They took over economic development. Private sector has stepped up. As chairman of the Team Volusia Economic Development Corporation, I raised and annualized $1 million through the private sector and through the cities. They won't give up control over economic development. They spend up to $3 million, have a $690,000 salary budget, and I'm going to change that by, again, privatizing that and reducing the size of the county in that regard. They've taken over the beach. They operate a separate police department. We have a sheriff's department and a county police department on the beach. We can take the sheriff's department and put the sheriff in charge of that so that those sheriff's deputies are available like for on a rainy day. I mean, right now you've got all that redundancy going on at tremendous expense. I could go on and on about all these non-core functions that the county has inserted itself into. It has no business being involved in this. It's not set up to run these kinds of things. I'm going to pull the county back from all of that, and that will bring our budget back down.
I think, 2003 is a long time ago, nine years ago. I think we've gained maybe about 24,000 in population or thereabouts during that time. So when you figure the increase in population, when you figure the increase in the consumer price index, let's say, inflation, perhaps the increased need for services. I think when I looked at it and I looked and examined the numbers, if you look at it on a kind of a per capita basis, really we're just about at the same level when you divide all that out and take in the extra population. So I don't think we've really raised it per capita all that much. In terms of quality of life issues, I would like to think that our quality of life issues are a lot better now in 2012 than they were in 2003 with the increase of the recreation facilities that we have, the cultural facilities that we have for us. So I think all those things add into the enjoyment of living in our area and to our quality of life.
Well, the first question is, are we better off? I think that our county, as far as, we basically have stagnated. I mean, I'm out here in the civilian world. I do not live in an ivory tower, and as it says on my website, I do work at a radio station, so I get around a lot. And I see businesses come and businesses go. But when those businesses leave, the building is empty still. So are we better off? No, not really. With all this spending going on, no. Can we increase the quality of life? Yes, we can. But I still feel that we've totally stagnated on our economy. We may actually start to be drifting down, shall we say, in a downward manner because of our property values and such.